So now that we've worked quite a bit on how to accomplish prodigious amounts of work in very short periods of time, we need to take a step back and make sure that you don't burn yourself out doing it. Working this hard really can overload your brain quite quickly, and you need to plan unstructured downtime every single day while you're working this hard. If you remember the geniuses or the genii, whatever the plural of geniuses in their bathtubs, you really need to move around. You need to have some downtime in order to let the creative juices flow and let your problem solving ability be at its highest. So to plan this unstructured downtime, you want to use your time quality exercise. When does it make the most sense, and what kinds of things should you do during that downtime? When you do decide to have downtime, you want to treat it as sacred. It should be just as important in your schedule as meetings or appointments. For example, today, I've been recording these videos all day, and I've been working on 25-minute pomodoros all day long and working a very, very intense work day. And of course, just like any major project, I'm behind, I'm trying to catch up, I'm struggling and stressed, yet I knew that I needed to have some unstructured time. So what I did was I planned to go to dinner with some friends at 7:30 tonight, and even though I really wanted to keep working, I made that as a commitment to myself and went and had an hour and a half to just talk and eat, and then came back, and now I am back hard at work, and it is doing much better now that I've had that break. So what amount of time would I recommend as ideal? I do recommend quite what seemed to me certainly like quite a large amount of time for a days when you're really working hard. I recommend at least 2 hours, preferably 3 to 4 hours per day when you are working this hard, in order to let your brain cool off enough in between these pomodoros. When you start doing these, you recognize that you really get a lot of stuff done, but your brain is working on an extremely high level that it's not used to for a long period of time, and you really need to make sure that you get some rest in between. It's best to even during those 5-minute breaks of the pomodoro, it's best to walk away from the computer or whatever it is that you're working on to let your eyes and your brain get a rest. But particularly during this unstructured time, it's important to get away from the things that have been taking up your attention and your energy during those intense times.